today I am doing really cute wrap dress with a lot of ruffles. I wouldn't say super easy, but I would say moderate and kind of time consuming. As you can see, I did it out of the most 90-esque dress. Gotta love those 90 dresses with those awesome vests. I was inspired by dresses like these and like these. And I love the idea of ruffles coming down here as well as continuing on the bottom with a little wrap, little accent bow going on. I suggest buying a bigger size dress that has a lot of material to work with because you're going to be wrapping, so you need quite a bit, at least double what you are. Maybe a little more of a flowy fabric just so the ruffles aren't so stiff. As you can see, you're gonna want the ruffles to move. Here we go.
First, you're going to want to take off any of the extra stuff that you don't want on the dress, like that amazing vest. Then you're going to want to cut the top away from the bottom and then sew or cut out the zipper. And for me, I had to reattach the shoulder seams because the vest had to be seam ripped out. Then I make a half triangle cut in the front. You can use a wrap dress to mimic this. I also seam rip the darts, and if you need, depending on the top half of the wrap dress will end up lying, you can add a dart anywhere you like to make the fit look a little better. Then I hem around the wrap top half of the dress. First, make sure you add those darts if you need. Hem the bottom of the sleeves and take in any extra sleeve or side that you need to make it fit perfectly. Always try on the top half and make any adjustments you need before sewing on the bottom half. Take the bottom half of the dress and cut it into a long rectangle. Test it out to make sure it will wrap nicely. It's always best to cut more. Then fold in half and cut a nice curve out like so. Open it up and try on again, make sure it all fits. This is where I will add darts, and usually I do it halfway between the center and side seams in the back. And if you need to repeat with the front, which I do later on, you can do so. I also added side seams just to take it in a little bit more on the side as well. And if you don't need to do too much taking in, you can sew in just the side seams just up at the top. Measure the length of the rounded bottom part of the skirt. Then cut out a 5 or 6 inch wide strip of fabric that is that length. Then you're going to want to hem one side, and I do that by folding under a 1/4 inch and then another 1/4 inch and sewing as I fold. And then on the other side, you're going to run 1 or 2 basting stitches along the edge, and you're going to pull gently to make it as ruffled as you need. Then you're going to combine the bottom rounded part of the skirt with the ruffle right sides together and sew along the ruffled edge. On the inside ruffle part of the skirt, I don't want there to be as much ruffle, so I have it taper off a bit. I'm trying to keep it nice and flat. And this is how it will look. Then, as you can see, like I explained earlier, I did add a dart in the front because when I tried it on, it needed a little more shape. Now take a 3 inch wide strip that is the length of the wrap part of the skirt, fold it in half, and pin all of the raw edges together. And sew. make sure, as you'll see at the end of this sewing segment, that you fold inside the end so then the raw edge is hidden. And do that before you sew on the first part and here at the end. Take the top half of the dress and pin it on the inside of the waistband, concealing the serged edge. And sew. So here I unpinned it so you could see this is what it looks like if I separated it. You now have to make the tie part. One tie will be a lot longer. I just cut it off from existing material, but if you need to make a tie, cut about a 3-inch strip, fold in half, sew along one edge, and turn it right side out. Slide the edge of the tie inside of the waistband that you left open. Then sew down the bottom edge of the waistband, folding the inseam upwards so you can have a nice flat waistline. Now sew a large buttonhole as wide as the tie on the side that you will be pulling the tie through. Cut open. Cut another strip that is about 2.5 inches wide and twice as long as half of your wrap neckline. Hem one side and sew a basting stitch on the other. Gather the basting stitch gently until it is the length of one side of the wrap part of your top. Lay your dress down, right side touching the table, inside out facing up. Pin the front side of the ruffled piece to the inside of the dress. Make sure it's on the side that once wrapped will be the front. Flip the ruffled piece on the outside of the dress, pin it in place, and top stitch to keep it there. And that's it. Please subscribe below and visit cottonandcurls.com for more tutorials.